Hello, this is Adria from AudioScribe. Today we're going to discuss DigiTran Lite. When we first go to open DigiTran Lite, we may see the DigiTran Lite login. This is a preference that can be set in options. If you don't see this, it's okay. This is normally set when more than one person uses the same computer. I would put in my username, the name of the judge, the room. This is also the sound setup actually that you're using, and the division. Then you click on OK. That'll take you to the main menu. From here, you click on the New Job button, and you'd fill out the new job. You could always put the date in the notes. And then you could click on OK to be returned to the main menu, or you can click on Record to go directly to Record. I'm going to go directly to Record. First thing I'm going to do is bring up the numeric keypad. This allows me to change or add speakers anytime I want to. Then I'm going to bring up the seating chart. I'm going to click on Open Chart File, and I'm going to select on 10 speakers vertical seating chart. Click on Open, and there's my seating chart. Once I click on the green diskette to save it to the job, then it populates the names of my speakers. I can turn on Record and proceed to marking using my mouse and my seating chart. If you have a touchscreen computer, all you need to do is touch the squares to mark. You can also edit your brief forms. You can add to them. You can delete them. You can edit them. Whatever you like. These brief forms can be used in the notes entry window to mark different notes. That's cross-examination by. XB is just examination by. DX is defendant's exhibit number. PX is plaintiff's exhibit number. These are all things that I've made. In X is no exhibits. These are things, nods head, and then you can also RCXB, that's recross examination by. So you can make these up, you can add these. SP1 is speaker 1, SP2 is speaker 2, but I mark like this normally. You can also mark using the foot pedal. If you go to the foot pedal setup, you can make the left pedal mark question and the right pedal mark answer, and then I set the center pedal to just rewind, which is step back. So if I wanted to mark my question and answer, I would simply do question answer, question, answer, question, answer. And that's with the foot pedal. So there are many, many different ways of marking. You can also mark using F11. F11 marks question. F12 marks answer. In the word processor, you can use the foot pedal to listen to the audio and control the audio, switching tracks as you need, rewinding and fast forwarding as you need, editing your notes file as you go in whatever word processor you find most useful. When you're done, simply close out and you will be returned to the DigiTran Lite main menu. These other buttons are very useful. The second button allows you to view your notes file. You can also print it, save it, so that you can send it to a transcriptionist if you like. The edit acquired offsets allows you to import an audio from, say, a digital recorder into your DigiTran Lite so that whoever is transcribing can listen to all of the audio files together at one time. Using the edit acquired offsets allows you to set the offset so that all of the dead air in the beginning is not something you have to listen to. So it lines all of the audio tracks up so that they all start at the same time. This allows you to hit F7 anytime you're in the document and switch from one channel to another, whether that be one recorded by you with DigiTran Lite or recorded via an external digital recorder. If you're going to send it to a transcriptionist, I strongly suggest you attach it so that they have all the files they need at one time in that one export, that one job export. The button here, Beyond Present, allows you to move all presented documents to history. History is your job repository. It's where all of your completed jobs live, and it's there so that you don't have to see jobs that you've already completed on your main menu. Those can go to the history case list to be archived. In the history case list, we do archive audio to get it off of the computer. So we would choose first a location where we might want to save our audio, and then we would go ahead and select all if we wanted to, or we could just select a few of them to archive. Everything that's showing has not been archived yet. So we would click on the first one that we want to archive and hold down the Shift key and click on the last, and that selects everything in that date range, and then I can do archive and yes, and that will remove the audio attached to those files, moving them to your cloud drive or your external hard drive, or even a CD or DVD if you like. Once you've completed the archive, you can click on close. You will now have more space when you look at your disk time reserved for the space that you have left in record will go up after you do an audio archive. Back to the current case list. The import and export dialogues. Import allows you to bring things into the system like acquiring digital audio files, and export allows you to send things out of the system, like you can export jobs, you can export your speakers and untrans lists. All of this You can do export jobs, export speakers and untrans, export brief forms, back up the system that backs up everything that's on your system, backing up the options, backs up only options. The import dialog allows you to import, acquire files for the job, acquire video, import speakers and untrans lists, import jobs, import brief forms, restore the system, or restore options. Audio archive is the same in current as it is in history, and you will see what is archived by what says no or yes in the audio archived box. The last button is your options, and they include on the Preferences tab, Word Processor opens Media Controller by default, Show Open Media Controller. These two allow you to listen to audio in the word processor, so you want those checked. Allow multiple job deletion. You may not want that checked so that you don't accidentally delete multiple jobs at one time. Eject Media is only used if you're using CDs and DVDs. Exported job includes audio by default. That's something you want because you always want the audio to go with your notes. Stop Symantec, Stop Snart and Antivirus. You never want that running while you're doing any takedown because it'll mess with your digital audio. Use the login should be checked or unchecked depending on if you have multiple people using the same machine. Use configuration list is saying that it will use the list of sound setup configurations that you have in the login field. You want that checked if you're using use login. Alt S shortcut is enabled. Alt S starts and stops the audio. The support tab you never need worry about unless someone from AudioScribe suggests that you worry about it. The recording tab allows you to say, instead of using my standard audio path, please put audio in this folder in this location. Same thing with video. Same thing with the mirror. Mirroring audio files is when you are saving them not only to your hard drive but to another location as well. That could be a external hard drive, it could be a cloud drive, it could be a server, it could be a CD or a DVD. So no, I apologize, you cannot mirror to a CD or DVD, but you can mirror to a server or a cloud drive or another place on your hard drive. Ignore duplicate notes means that if there's two questions in a row, it will only see one. So I'm going to deselect that. In brief forms, this is just another place that you can access your brief forms. I generally access them when I'm in the DigiTran record window, but I can access them from here as well. On the miscellaneous tab, you can click on calculate page counts. That'll make sure that it's giving you the page count on all of the jobs that you've done so far. You click on OK to close. And that is DigiTran Lite.